VLC celebrates 6 billion downloads with new AI subtitle features. VLC developers working on AI-powered real-time subtitles. AI's best feature yet might be real-time offline subtitles for VLC. So I think you kind of get the point. There is a lot of articles currently coming out about this topic, and anyone that kind of automatically thinks about subtitles instantly are going to think about anime. And this has been trending quite a bit in the anime community for the last few days. There's quite a few articles on this topic, people talking about giving their own thoughts and opinions on the situation. And so let's finally sit down, weigh in, and what does this necessarily mean for the anime community? What does this mean for official subtitling? What does this mean for localizers and translators and all that? What does this actually do? How much will this affect everyone going forward? So let's get to the very beginning. Translations and localization. It is a heavily debated topic for the last few years, especially in the last year alone. You type in anime localizer drama and you'll instantly just see a lot of topics on the situation, a lot of different news articles and stuff, Reddit posts talking about it. I mean, Asmongold really is what brought it to the forefront and got everybody really start noticing it. It's kind of crazy, my video is popping up for this subject. But getting into the main point, there was a lot of people that would translate, let's say, anime with English subtitles, and they would put their own agenda in it, so to speak, and it would not be proper. And there's been a lot of offers and creators and stuff in Japan that has just straight up outcried that they do not like what localizers have been doing to their works. I made a video talking about this a few weeks back, and how, there's a lot of, mangaka, very disgruntled and upset with Crunchyroll because of how they've been handling some of their works. So, we fast forward to today, at the beginning of January 2025, a year later since the drama really started kicking off, and we now have VLC releasing AI-generated subtitles for its media player. Now, there's some of you out there that might be completely unaware of what VLC is, you poor soul, but VLC is legitimately an incredible media player. Now, I'm not a sponsor, just gonna be honest, it's just my personal experience as someone that has watched anime now for decades, actually, technically at this point. I have used VLC to watch anime for decades. I'm going to be honest. When I used to pirate more and I used to watch anime through other means, overseas means and stuff, I use VLC. The reason for it is because it was able to open up basically every file I wanted. For instance, like if you were to download an anime episode, it was like MKV or MP4 or whatever type of weird file formats they want, you were able to play it with VLC Media Player. It was really nice. I loved it. And I never really had any complicated issues with it. I used it often. So basically, now that they are introducing AI-generated subtitles, this basically means the end for localizers, because this is going to be like a domino effect, and this gets into the point of how this is going to affect Crunchyroll. So basically, obviously VLC is definitely a media player that is often used with anime when it comes to piracy, let's be honest. But the thing is if this becomes very popular, and just judging by, the articles and the increased downloads and all that type of stuff, it's very clear it is high in demand. Crunchyroll, or the big wigs at Crunchyroll, the CEO, Sony, and all of them, they're going to look at this, and they're going to be like, why don't we do this? Why don't we do this exact same thing with our platform? Why don't we use AI to, generate subtitles for us on our episodes, as soon as they come out? And that probably is going to be a systematic effect, removing translators from translating anime. Now, this has some good and bad ways this can go. I've talked about it in the past, but obviously not all translators that translate anime are bad. Same goes to people that translate manga. There's a lot of people that legitimately love their job and they do an honest-to-God work. They love it and they put a lot of passion and soul into it. They do the best they possibly can. They are really good translators. But obviously, there's a lot of bad eggs as well in the industry, which muddies and basically craps in the water where the good translators are, and it makes people really just upset with translators to begin with, and just want them all removed, which is legitimately sad. But the thing is that regardless of your personal moral opinion or how you feel about the topic, companies at the end of the day, they don't give a crap. They don't care about morals, they don't care about how you feel, or they don't care if you're going to be homeless, they don't care. They care how they can make more money and save money. And in this case, if this is continuously being successful, and VLC is able to generate subtitles and be very accurate, or as close to accurate as it possibly can for AI, and people are satisfied with it, then this means that Crunchyroll and Sony are probably going to do something very similar very soon with their platform. So we've entered into a new age. It was only a matter of time until this happened, but it seems like it is now happening now in the big 2025, at the beginning of it at that. It's only a matter of time until we see an article pop up with Crunchyroll saying that they are now going to be doing something like this with their subtitles. I give it a year at max, a year and a half maybe, but a year at max we're going to see something similar to this from Crunchyroll or Sony with a statement. But let's get back into the topic. So this article obviously, there is some controversy with this, because subtitles, generated AI subtitles, can be very inaccurate. I know for a fact they can, and because of that, there can definitely lead to a lot more issues that can arise later on, because, if it generates subtitles and it's not completely accurate, maybe whole scenes might not be understood properly because the AI didn't understand what was going on in a given scene with the nuance with some of the writing. So this could lead to some more drama and stuff, and, mistranslations and things that just don't make any sense whatsoever. But obviously, at the end of the day, what they could usually do, for instance, if this becomes official and they start using this to translate anime, have someone proofread for the AI translations, be like, okay, this is accurate, and then that's about it. They leave it at that. They'll probably change the job. Like, the job title will probably be changed from, like, translator to proofreader, so to speak. That's probably what would potentially happen. But, yeah, this is some crazy news, honestly. I saw this, and I was like, wow, VLC, I don't know why this one's blank. Sorry for flashbanging you. But, VLC is, doing this. I've seen a lot of praise. I've seen a lot of open praise for this. A lot of people saying it's the end of localizers for anime and probably gaming and stuff and all that. It will be good in some areas, but obviously bad in a lot. I feel bad for those that legitimately do a really good job and are going to lose their job. I don't think they deserve that, but this is a systematic effect that was going to happen regardless of your personal opinion, just because of how AI has progressed in these last few years. So yeah, we're finally here. It finally happened. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, how you feel about this topic, what side do you land on, do you think this is a good or a bad thing? Be honest in the comments below. I'm legitimately curious, but I love you guys, be safe, stay healthy. Chibi out.